Welcome to part 2 of Reasoning with Denvo. Luckily for us, Denvo was able to sit down with us from his busy schedule over at Fame95FM and his academy and just talk about being a DJ. His life, his inspirations, just what he wants for music in Jamaica in a whole. But we had to put him to a test. So, in this section, you'll actually get to see Denvo do his thing. So, come with us so we can see what we can learn from DJ Denvo.
Inferno won that first competition, and when I saw that, I said, yeah, I'm gonna compete. So it wasn't a sound clash. It never required no whole heap of dub plate, nor no talk per mic about this and Ray. I mean, I say, it was just you and the technical side of music. Because Heineken was an international brand, is an international brand, and they brought this product from overseas. And they came to Jamaica with it and them say, yo, we have to maintain the overseas standards. So it was more focused on the technical side of mixing, how you can rock a crowd, zine with the songs them where you select and them things. So I say, alright, I go figure out what my luck to enter the competition. Turns out it was this little thing called scratching. I was comfortable with scratching. So I spent the year practicing scratching. Spent a year just getting it right, getting the routines together.
In those times, there weren't tutorials.
No.
So there weren't scratch schools.
Them time, I just buy my CD player.
Yeah.
My 2 CD player. Them I upgrade the CD player I start with now to something named one Pro Scratch 2.
Yeah.
And it had a jog wheel on there. So I used to have my Pro Scratch 2, my 1 turntable, and my mixer. Zine. And I used to practice like that. So practice the scratching for a year and got a little good. You know, I ain't gonna brag or nothing, but
it's humble.
Yeah.
Understand, people. This is a humble man. I'm going to show you know. But anyway, continue.
Yeah, man.
If you can, look up the competition, Green Synergy. It is out there on YouTube.
Yeah. So learn the whole scratching thing now, and I learn the scratching thing. I say, yo, I'm ready for them.
Yeah.
Couple of friends of mine, high school friends. I have good people in my circle, so you know I have to big them up and them say, yo, big man, got you, enter, submit your mixtape. Did a 15-minute mixtape that I had to submit. Submitted that, was approved and thing. And from there, entered the competition. It was myself, DJ Clutch, DJ Pablo. Those were the 3 top placements and won the competition. This was by 04. So from 04 now, one of the prize packages was you get equipment, see, so get some nice techniques, big up, and some speaker and them thing there. They sent me to do a club tour in New York, in Manhattan. So first time I get visa was through this competition, because me say, man come from Garrison, man never really have no visa or no nothing. So through that competition I was able to get my visa to go over to New York, did club tour, came back to Jamaica, and part of the package was you got to do an internship on Fame.
Oh.
Ta-ta-ta.
Oh, that's where it is.
What I didn't tell you was, that's the only reason why I entered that competition. It wasn't for no equipment. It wasn't for no club tour. I just wanted to get that internship.
At Fame?
At Fame.
Oh, yes.
I made it want.
You tell everybody that?
No.
Because it busts, you know. Fame, you see how you're attracting people?
Yeah. So I got the internship. I was there for about a month doing the internship, and it was a really nice run. You know, put music together, learning how to play for radio. With radio, it's different from playing at an event, because now you're presenting music in such a way that it has to be palatable. It's not no, you know. So I had to learn how to present for radio, even though I used to do it on RGR. So it's like a whole new learning experience, present for Fame. So did the internship, you know, them time there was again Paula and Simone and Francois and all of them there and thing, and love the vibe, love the energy. Let me tell you how I got really job now. So they invited me down to Heineken's office, Red Stripe, down by Spanish Town Road, and them said them have a press conference to present the equipment to the winners. So we said, alright, cool, no problem. Nice equipment. Go down there and thing now, and food and finger food and everything layout, and the gleaner there and the star there, and I said, what? This look well official. Sit down on the back now, and I wait for them call me to get my presentation of my equipment, cause more of my equipment. See? After all, you know, we do the internship. I look forward to the equipment now. Zine, so the Francois went up there, Francois Sanjus, big up yourself. Zine, he went up, took the podium, and he said something to the effect of, and now I want you to welcome the newest member of the Fame95FM team.
What you said to me?
Some of them in our paper,
relax yourself, you don't know
who we talk. The man go say DJ Denvo, and then every camera just turn around for me.
Oh, what you said to me?
Click, 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 and cheers and clapping and.
Oh, what you said to me?
Brother, I don't know what you say.
You can't know what you say. Tell the truth.
My ball, man.
Yeah, man,
because this is what I wanted.
Yes.
This was what I was working towards. I might not have known it consciously, but it me did one. Zine. And when the man made the announcement, man, I broke down and start ball, brother. I say, yo, I'll forget about equipment.
You did almost, man.
Forget about the equipment, Papa. I say, alright, yeah, I eat this. So Francois made that announcement, and I was like, yes, I'm on radio now, but never have no shift. Him called me one day, and him say, I was on relief. Relief is them call you in whenever somebody can't work.
Right.
So him called me and say, how you stay with like old school music? So, them time that was mid 2000, so I said, well, I have some 90s tune, you know. I said, no man, we go further back. I said, oh, that means that them record, I did have me to go rip off some song and copy off some things. So he asked me how I stay with old school music. I never have much really. But I say, my good man!
Then almost?
Oh, yes, man.
Almost can't find it.
My good man! Him say, alright, I'm gonna ask you to do the Sunday morning 10 a.m. show. Sunday morning solid gold. That show's format was mostly 70s, 80s, a little bit of 90s. Zinka, we just come out of the 90s, so 90s is kind of still fresh. But 70s, 80s. So I said, alright, we're gonna do it. No problem. The first morning we do that show there, nervous as I was, it went flawlessly.
And what you said to me?
I was so prepared for that opportunity.
What?
Yeah,
all
man.
Right, so here's the thing. I need you to stick right there. So, you're made some very serious statements that the audience need to understand. First of all, the most important thing you said just now is that you were so prepared for that opportunity.
Yes.
Right? I want you to explain that concept, because a lot of people think that it's the luck of the draw.
It isn't. It's never. Success is when, opportunity comes and you're prepared for it. So success comes when opportunity meets preparation. Now, I want you to understand something. Once you make the steps towards what it is you think you want to do, the doors are going to just open. Literally, the doors will open. So all you have to do on that journey, in that process, keep preparing. Whether mentally, whether physically, whatever your process is, you have to just keep preparing. Now, at that time, I never knew. I used to just lock up in the room and just play music, you know, because this was something that I like. Zine, I used to just collect my music and rip my music and buy my CD them and borrow the record them and copy them off, and I never know what I was doing at the time. I just know said, yo, I love this and at this me I do. That was the preparation, right? So that when the opportunity came years after, I was ready. It was, you know, nothing. Some of the first show, brother, I say, yo, seamless. Francois called me back and said, I wanted to do the next week. Do the next show. Breeze. And then started doing that show because the opportunity presented itself now. I think it was Frank Nelson. Frank Nelson was leaving, and I got that Solid Gold Sunday morning slot. And from there, worked that for probably about four years.
That long?
Yeah, man. From there, I developed my brand as one of those brands that I could play music from then, and I can play music from now. So I used to listen to a lot of old school stuff.
Of course.
And I used to talk to the man them who used to play it. You know, pick them brain. Yo, why you used to play so because I never grew up in the 70s.
Right, of course.
Zine, I don't know nothing about that. Right? So I had to go and I had to do the research. Alright, that junior, what play with it? You know what I mean? And figured it out as I went along. And the rest of it is Solid Gold was my show, and to this day I am still approached by even persons who used to listen to the Fame back then and say, yo, what go on, when am I gonna bring back the Sunday morning Solid Gold thing? You know, so that was one of I'm super proud of that moment, because the opportunity presented itself and I was ready.
Alright, so you were known now as Mr. Old School. You know that you could play old school and you could play new school at the time, and everybody knows that you basically were the go-to person.
Yeah, man.
See? So now I want you to talk about everybody know now that you are the style and pattern selector. I mean, you're not coming a regular way with
DJ.
With your DJ.
Yeah.
Sorry. Different. I'm a sound person, so me that says
selector.
But DJ, you come with style and all kind of different. Because when I listen to you on Fame95FM, I laugh.
Yeah.
Because I too dissect music.
Yes.
So me hear where you're splicing this and you're splicing that, because they're both on the same topic. They might be saying something different, but they're both on the same topic. So
yes.
you it's like you take a scalpel to your thing.
Yeah, man.
We
take it apart, man. We take it apart and we do with the word playing. You know, we play on words, we play on topics. We if an artist say one thing, we find the next artist where I say something else to counteract that, and we play that after that.
Right.
You know, so you put a lot of thought into the actual songs that you're playing. You put a lot of research into what you're going to play and how you're going to play it.
Right.
You know, so I became somebody, I believe, that is technical. You know, when it comes to mixing, I'm very technical. You know, the beat them have to match, it have to blend. Where you cut the song have to be just right. You know, so the technical side of the music is what I began focusing on, because the DJ game has evolved from just you playing one song to the next song, and I guess from the get-go I knew that.
Tell me the evolution. What is it now? What is it gotten to?
All right. We know it as open format DJing.
You have to explain that.
All right.
Because
so
a person that just likes to mix just knows mix.
Yeah, is as it sounds. It's open format, meaning you're playing multiple different genres, but you're taking a song from like a hip hop song and you mix it with a dance. Picture you go on party, a regular house party. This is how we juggle in Jamaica. So we are blend up.
Must be paid. I hope he's paid off of that. Continue.
Zin, so you blend from hip hop, you move into dancehall, you move from dancehall, you're gonna soca, you're gonna EDM, you know. That's you knowing multiple genres and how to dilly-dally away and mix through multiple genres without missing a beat. You look at the dance floor and people are still enjoying themselves.
And that is called open format.
That's you playing open format DJ.
And that's what we call juggling.
Yeah, because overseas you will have a man with just specific to hip-hop.
Hip-hop, right.
And you have an next person who specifically just play dance music, EDM. Right? You have specific DJs who just play trap music, right? The Jamaican DJ is more into almost everything.
Right.
So, on a world stage now, there is this competition that's called Red Bull 3 Style competition, which I also entered the Jamaican leg of that competition in 2012.
How did you do with that?
I came second.
Oh, yes, sir.
Yeah. Never get the top spot there, so.
Yeah, it's alright, that's alright.
Big up to DJ Inferno.
I am getting the top spot?
Yeah.
You see how things go
right, yeah. So Inferno won the year when I entered.
Yeah.
And what Red Bull 3 Style is doing is they give you 15 minutes. And in that 15 minutes, you are supposed to creatively play 3 genres of music, right? So it's in effect you just flipping music. So you would draw for something from the 1970s and then you mix it with something from 2010 and then you come up in a 2018, but it's how you transition. You know, how creatively do you transition from one song to the next?
Alright, so you recognize that you've just now given us the permission to ask you how to, that you can show us what you're talking about. Because there are a lot of people that wouldn't understand that type of mentality. Because I mean, you think of mixing Panda River with Redemption song.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So it doesn't compute for us. So you're gonna have to show us what you mean. Not right now.
Not right now.
Not right now.
Alright, no problem.
Because get them sound correct and
alright, good.
But yes, you have to show us what that means. So continue.
Yeah, man. So it's how you transition from song to song, how creatively you use a technique called wordplay. So you will have a singer on this side of the deck that is saying something about money. And then you flip that with a song over here from the 1970s. Money, 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 money. With probably like a cartel. Do I see CT scan, money pound my brain. And it might sound like it can mix, but then it's up to you to creatively put them together and blend them.
You're going to have to do that one. Yes, so I hope you got it in your head.
Open format DJing, you have to become sort of like a music producer because you are doing things in pre-production and you're doing stuff in post-production. So when you get the idea, you have to lay it out in your head and then you say, alright, I want this to blend with this. You probably get like a loop where you have to create in a pre-production and then you put it on your deck now, and when you have that loop you put it and you put some things together. You understand what I mean? So well, you don't really understand what I mean. I'm gonna show you. I
just zoned out real quick. I was started thinking about what I had and do at home. I got you. So you want to show us
the DJ, as I said, the DJ nowadays has moved from just blending one song, playing one song to the next song, right? That still happens in Jamaica. You still go to the parties and people still juggling. You still have the selector who just plays music and then you have a man with talk on the talkaphone. But you have overseas now, they're doing something completely different, right? Which is the Red Bull style, 3 style, open format type DJing, right? So that is where I see the music heading on a world stage. It's not so much in Jamaica right now.
But if it's a world stage, Jamaica is a part of the world.
It is.
So,
but our Jamaican DJs haven't gotten to that point yet.
So they'll get left behind.
Not necessarily, because you know Jamaica little and them Talawa, we have our own culture, our own uniqueness going on right. So what we're doing now works for our culture. I'm saying for a DJ like me to evolve, I can't do that. I have to look at what the world is doing, right? Now what we can do as Jamaicans is we can look at that, see what they're doing, and take our culture to that.
Yes.
You see me I deal with?
Yes.
So we can do what they're doing, and I've seen where this DJ from Germany, he might play some tune and me only him just drop in a Jamaican tune in it, and I say, but watch this brother here, I don't know about reggae music, you know, and it worked. It was so flawless and seamless that I said, yo, that bad. I said the man mix Bojo Bantan, walk like a champion, talk like a champion, and then him look the part and say, ram pa pa pam pam ramp, and the man make a whole rhythm out tight, ram pa pa pam pam, ram pa pa pam, and then him drop one Latin flavor song, ram pa pa pam pam pam, ram pa, and I'm like, that's our music.
Right.
And him take it and him flip it, and it gone somewhere else, and the two of them work, and when you look out in the crowd, them a go crazy. Cause them love it. So we can look at what the world is doing in terms of DJing, and we can bring our own style and culture to it, which is what one of my aim is.
All right, so let's talk about your aim, right? Because I want to know what is it that you're doing? Because I mean, DJing can't be stuck with you. Can't be stuck with your generation.
Right.
There has to be other generations coming in, bringing in their fresh ideas. How do you impart your experience and your knowledge on this upcoming?
I'm glad you asked that, because back in 2012, I believe it was the year, a friend of mine came to me and him said, yo D, I really appreciate music. I really love listening to music. I want to play music, but I don't just want to play. I want you show me what you do on the radio.
Right.
I said, brother, I don't think I can show you how to play music. That's something where you have to just figure out. And he said, no man, more you show me. I said, well, come check me at my studio. I said, alright. He said, alright, him come check me. I sat down and I found a way to take the thing them out of my head and transfer it to Fame head.
Oh yes, sir.
And he came back. And he kept coming back for lessons.
Yes.
And I said, yeah man, this is how you so and this is how you this, and I immediately recognized that this is something that I can teach. You know? And people have approached before and say, yo DJ, wow, you can't show me how to mix music. You know? And I say, you know, I never paid it any much attention until my virgin come to me and him say, yo, and I taught him how to play music. I taught him how to mix music, the technical side of it. I can't teach you which song to select, right? But blending and mixing and learning about the equipment, and I can guide you, right? So I say, you know what? Let me try something. And I sat down and I wrote a syllabus for a 4-week program. 1 month, 4 weeks. And I said, let me see if I can actually teach this. And I put the word out there. I said, listen, DJ lessons.
What year was this? 2012?
Yeah.
You ain't tell me?
Because you're a big selector from a long time. You think we don't know your story?
I'm a DJ. I'm not here to select another DJ.
Right.
Yeah.
So put it out there. Started teaching from this studio on Lady Musgrave Road.
Okay.
And people came.
What?
People came. Every Saturday we used to have lessons. And every Saturday I had like 3 classes, 4 students per class, and set up turntables in the studio and started teaching people how to play music. And I recognized that this was something that we were lacking in Jamaica. The knowledge wasn't being passed on.
Because that is something that I see. I mean, I've been around sound systems for a long time, And unless you put in the work yourself, you're not going to learn anything.
You're not.
You know?
You're not going to learn nothing. So, and then most of the times you don't get the opportunity to be on the sound system.
Right, exactly.
You will carry the box them.
Yeah, exactly.
Zine,
Yeah.
them not gonna make you go up there, go actually play.
Zine.
So at this point I was offering something that they weren't offering.
Absolutely.
I was offering you the opportunity to come to me and you get a hands-on feel of what turntables and CDJs feel like and using them to play music.
So how long did that last?
I was there from 2012, about 2 years,
Okay.
2-3 years.
Okay.
I was doing that from that studio and had a consistent client base and got busy at one point and said, you know what, went into other things.
Those are actual words you can find in the dictionary.
Went into other things.
Yeah.
The thing about that is, it always came back. So whenever I'd say, all right, no classes, and I'd take like a year off or something, somebody or something would happen that would require me to get back to teaching.
All right, so that is a perfect segue because you just told me that it always comes back.
Yes.
Are you on a break or are you doing it now?
I'm doing it now.
See what I'm saying?
No breaks.
Officially, he and I are no longer friends.
No breaks.
Because I'm not a member of his DJ thingamajigger.
No breaks.
Talk to me. How can people find you and join into this DJ revolution?
Well, for the person who seeks, he will find. We are on Instagram.
So
I'm on Instagram.
Jesus, amen.
There you go. I'm on social media with it. I post my videos.
What is your social media handle?
DJ Denvo.
Okay.
That's
Across
it. Across.
Okay.
Facebook, Instagram. You Google me.
DJ Denvo.
DJ Denvo.
Okay.
You'll find something. So what we're doing now is actually we do lessons on Saturdays right here from this studio. We do private lessons. You can come in, you get your hour, we show you exactly what it is. And I've gone further into, you know, them have football and basketball and chess and table tennis in the prep schools as after school programs.
True.
I sat down and I said, why not have DJing as an after school program? And
now you see, boss my head. Alright, continue.
My wife actually said to me, you know, you can teach kids. The kids market is really an untapped market. And I said, but I may have the patience to teach people, you know. I said, well, but you teach your son. I taught my own son how to play.
Oh, okay.
So, and he goes out and he plays for kiddies events and
stop.
Yeah, him get work.
Oh, yeah,
like him out there busy. You know, so much so that when I get the calls, hi, then nobody booking me. Is that available for so and so? Ain't nobody booking me no more. They want him. He's the new generation.
That's called an exaggeration, but it's okay.
Yeah. So I said, why not have this thing as an after-school program? So I'm also a very talented graphic artist. Sat down, did a flyer, and I said, I'm gonna do this whole campaign. Got a publicist friend of mine to write up what I need to say to the people at the school that I'm gonna introduce this thing to, and just started sending out information, sending it to the schools, and we're in 3 schools now.
So this is something that's actually happening.
Yeah, it's happening. It's happening.
So like this summer, you have like a DJ camp.
Hold on.
Okay.
So
previous.
So the after school program is something that is happening right now. We're doing 2 prep schools, and I'm in the Alpha Institute. Now the Alpha Boys Institute, they're known for playing instruments.
Yes.
Right. So you go down there, you learn drums, trumpets. They have a new music technology program where they teach radio production, music production, and DJing.
Is that right?
I'm responsible for doing the syllabus with the help of Dr. Joshua Chamberlain. We did the syllabus and we implemented that at Alpha. And that happened recently.
Okay.
So with the help of the Irie Foundation, which is DJ Irie, who plays for the actual Miami Heats, not play basketball, but him play music during halftime shows and things. Big DJ overseas. His foundation donated equipment and studio space, and we're having fun with the kids down there now. They are learning how to DJ at Alpha.
Excellent. Yeah. That is absolutely wonderful.
And we're in 2 other prep schools doing it. Our hope is to move into the high schools for summer, for September. You learn how to write your script from age 8, and you go on the microphone, you record yourself, and then we take you into the software to add the music to that, and then edit the music, and you create your own radio ad as a kid. And you'll be surprised and amazed at what these kids are capable of doing.
8 years old.
8 years old. I have this kid now in my Saturday program, and he's learning how to scratch. He's moved through mixing.
How old is he?
He's like 9 now.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, man. Once we get there's this, and this is something that I've always there's this thing called sets. Structure is one of the things that music helps you to develop, right? You have to have structure in music because you're playing songs, you're putting it together, right? So we play in sets, DJs play in sets, and there's this thing called sets. Structure is one of them, right? You have the self-esteem side of it, so we call it esteem, really. Then there's the team building side of it, right? And then there's the self-confidence side of it. So all of what we're doing in DJing is not only about music. It's about building
the holistic person.
The holistic kids. And you'll find that once they have music or something to do, these things just fall into place. The self-esteem comes up, the self-confidence comes up. They are focused and structured, you know, in what they're doing. When you see them trying to get a mix, and then they can't get it, but they keep trying, they keep doing it, you know, that takes focus. And I've found that with this program, this is something that we can actually use to teach our kids how to remain focused. Music, powerful.
Amazing.
Yeah,
amazing. Because you know, whenever I am in one of those moods that we get in as men every now and then, where you just want to say, forget everything, give me a headphone. Yeah. And we just dig in on the music and everything is fixed.
Yeah, man, everything nice, man.
So we are teach that from, I'm sorry. You are teach that from them at 8 years old.
From them a little youth, you know.
That's amazing.
Yeah, man.
That's amazing. Big up on that, man. Big up on that, man. Definitely.
Respect.
Jamaica need that. And what I see from that is that's an international thing.
Yeah.
That
I mean, they do
add to the tourism product here.
Thank you very much, sir. So
that's excellent.
That's the aim. We're in the baby stages of it, but my hope, where I see this going in the future, is Jamaica needs to have an academy, a DJ academy that teaches kids and adults how to play music, and not just how to play, but what to play, what's appropriate to play.
All right, so let's get back into the next stage of this thing.
Yeah, the
next stage. The next stage. What we want concentrate on, because we're gone an hour, and it's supposed to be a 20-minute.
For real?
It's supposed to be a 20-minute thing. So we're supposed to put by YouTube. You know, people don't have attention span like that.
Yeah.
But
do a part 1 and part 2, man.
You will have to do a part 3 and part 4. So I'm serious, because guess what? It's something what people need to know. It's something what people need to know, because this is not only is this a teaching a skill, you know, this is also teaching a profession.
That's right.
You understand? So this is a way for you to change your status.
And what it is the industry right now isn't formalized as such.
Right.
So my intention, even if I don't do it, then the generation to come will actually see it fitting to have DJs who are practicing DJs who actually go and them learn and them get some kind of certification that says, boom, I'm certified to do this and I can do this very well, and now they can use this piece of paper or use this and say, I need to get paid X.
That's right.
Or I need to get paid Y.
Right.
Right now what is happening in the industry is the payment structure is all over the place.
Basically, you go for the lowest bidder.
Yeah, you go and you get a $3 grand DJ and you work for 7 hours versus a 20 grand DJ, you know. So I want to bridge that gap, and with certified training programs, I believe that we can do that.
So then that brings, I mean, you know that nowadays we've been exposed to the alleged hiring practices of, like, you know, well-established entities.
Yes.
Basically getting rid of the real talent and bringing in whatever drags can, so they can pay them nothing.
Right.
Right? So wouldn't this move into unionization of, like, DJ?
Definitely.
And I would see that as a good thing.
Definitely. It would become, the academy would become the entity that represents for the DJ, so that we know that we're getting what we're worth. And nobody now dupe you no more. Nobody now say, yeah man, you don't say $3 grand I have come in, and you say, well, alright, me can't get no work. So you know, it's gonna be an official profession that is looked at. Right now the DJ is the first person to get there, set up, and the last person to leave. And what I find is you don't really get no thank you, no nothing. You know, you got paid, and that's it. Yeah, wow. And you're the person who is making the memory for the night.
That's true.
You're the person who is having and holding that vibe and holding that energy, right? You are the person who is in charge and responsible for that. And at some points or some places, they don't even acknowledge that you're there. True. I've been to functions, me personally, and I'm stuck in the corner way around the back. Yeah, me I get paid, but I'm stuck in the corner way around the back, and they call him Mr. Music Man. And that's it.
Okay.
They don't even know your name, and they don't care to know your name.
Yeah.
You know, Dr. So-and-so comes up and he gets his speech.
Right.
You know, no, I'll never compare a DJ to a doctor.
Well,
but I'm saying,
I don't know.
We should move towards making this a standardized profession, a respectable profession that is structured.
Okay, so may I have to argue with you a little bit, right? I would compare DJ to a doctor. There are many times, like I've said before, where I'm feeling so low, and I'm serious.
It's a music.
Music it's the thing that takes me back into
on that premise you can
and there's a theme song, right?
When I one theme song.
No, it's true. Everybody has a theme song. Last night the DJ saved my. I mean, seriously, if that's not doctor work, I don't know what is. You know what I mean?
Well, here's the thing then. The music is what you're comparing to the doctor.
No.
Not the DJ.
Because if the music is not played right at the right time, you understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Alright. So what we're about to do is we're going to put him to the test. Remember he was talking about the money mix, whatever, and he was saying a whole bunch of different songs. Since him named DJ Denvo, he has to prove that right now, live.
I ain't gotta prove nothing.
style up in the hate your mother, run your mile, 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 run your mile.
He did it. The man bad. Me not tell him. Wait now. Okay, never mind. I can't stop that. The man bad. Big up. Talk to the camera.
Look here.
Big up. Big up.
Charlie came to my studio. Charlie had me do a routine.
Yo, a real deal. Real deal.
Without practice. Youth. Good news. Big up on yourself, alright?
Real deal.
Keep spreading the word. Keep spreading the good news. Jamaica land we love. This is what we're doing here. This is what we want to take to the world. Big up all the disc jockeys right across Jamaica.